Hello everyone, it's April. Betty and I are hanging out in the studio today, trying to get some work done. And she is wearing the Traveler Cowl. I just finished it. It's by Andrea Mowry, and it was good knit. She gives you instructions for using various weights and some hand spun if you do that kind of work. It's nice for something that's got a bit of a long color run. This yarn worked. It's good little basic, doesn't create too many complications, but there are probably better choices sometimes. I used Marla by Manos Marla, right, which is fair trade company, cooperative, and they treat their people nice, and it's a small company, but they do a lot of yarn. And I have some of their colors here. They're more online, and you will find it on the online store, of course. And it's working really well. Anyway, excuse me, Betty. We also have done is this Hap Shawl. I've always wanted to make one of these. It's interesting construction in that you make a square at the beginning. This one is done like a dishcloth, so you make it big enough, and then you go back, and then you pick up all the stitches along the edge here, and you create this border. And then after that, you leave the stitches live, and then you do a supplied border on the end. Oh, it's a ton of, it wasn't a lot of work. It didn't take me as long as I thought, but this little border, you know, you really needed to have your brain on, because it was lots of knit together yarn overs, or was it knit yarn over knit together? But I got it done. Took me maybe about a month really, and I quite enjoyed it. The farmer kind of went, "Why?" And I said, "Because I could, and it's something I wanted to do." So it's a nice little pattern. Yeah, I kind of worked it. So this is the pattern. Sorry, this is the pattern. Hansel Hap by Gundrun Johnston. And I used the Baa Ram Ewe Pip colourwork. So I used those 5. So we have sky, we have water, we have waves, we have sand, and we have fog or ground or trees or whatever you want to do. So that was the reason behind the colors. So there we are. Pip, 100% British wool, fingering weight, come in 25-gram balls. And I have bits left over. One of each ball did the color work, and then I took like 6 of these to do the main body and the border. So that's that one. So that was sort of things that you should make to get your knitting certificate. One of the things you should make is baby surprise, and I've made this several years ago. The girls wore it, but it's a fun knit. You just have to make one. If you haven't done it, you should make at least one, and then you make a second one, because you can't believe that it actually worked. And it was designed by Elizabeth Zimmerman, and she was a clever woman. She really was. She sort of enabled people to think for themselves with patterns. You know, you don't always have to do what the pattern writes. You can do your own thing. So this is Elizabeth's book. You'll find Baby Surprise in there. And then there she's done Knitting Without Tears and the Knitter's Almanac. I picked these up used. They were great to have in your library. It's a self-publishing company, so you'll have to find a source for them. I can't get them anymore. One of the other things I finished was the socks. They worked out really well. They've been sitting in my pile, in a project bag since, way past last year. So I finally finished those, sold both of the kits I had, so don't look too close. And I think that's it for this month, except that online, we're enjoying doing the online store. It's worked really, really well. But, and I know some of you are afraid of doing your credit card over the internet and all that kind of stuff. Well, if you have trouble and you don't know, or you want to do a pattern and you're not sure of the yarn to use, email me the pattern, or the link to the pattern or something, and I will have a look and then make some decisions based on the information you give me, and we can go from there. E-transfers work really well, and we figure out the postage and off it goes, and that has worked out so well, and it's a way of connecting. Truthfully, I don't miss the work that the physical store does, but I do miss the people, and I miss the connections with people. I love helping and finding and making people inspired and keep them knitting and keep you knitting, because or doing some sort of craft. I think it's good for our brains and it's good for our mental health. So, you know, I use it as an excuse to come and visit us, even if it's just over the emails. There is a plan for a pop-up shop, pop-up event in May. More details later when I kind of decide what's happening and how the schedule goes, but we're looking forward to that. It's just a one-day event. It's on a Saturday, May the 10th. It's a Mother's Day weekend, and we'll put together a booth of some of the things, and it would be nice just to see you. So write that down and we'll let you know when that happens. And other than that, I have no instructions for April other than keep safe and, you know, enjoy the nice weather when it comes and go outside and knit. Anyway, have a great April. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.